All right, so again, Joe Biden holding on to a slim but growing lead in Pennsylvania. And while the presidential race overshadows all, of course, it wasn't the only contest on the ballot. Political editor John Delano joins us now via Zoom with some news on those other races. Hello, John.
Hey, Ken, there were 3 statewide offices on the ballot this last Tuesday, and it looks like Republicans are poised to win 2 of those 3, along with some GOP upsets in some local offices around here. For Auditor General, Republican Timothy DeFore, the Dauphin County Controller, defeated former Philadelphia Deputy Mayor Nina Ahmed. DeFore becomes the first African-American to win one of these statewide row offices. Incumbent Democrat and State Treasurer Joe Torsella appears to be losing his bid for re-election to Republican Stacey Garrity, a former Iraq veteran. This race is close, with Torsella hoping to pick up ground when all the provisional ballots are counted. For Attorney General, Democrat Josh Shapiro appears to be winning a second term as AG. In fact, the Associated Press has called the race for him. He may turn out to be the only successful Democratic candidate for state row office, defeating former Allegheny Councilwoman Heather Heidelbaugh. In a few local races, Republicans are doing well. State Senator Pam Iovino, a Democrat, has conceded her race to Bridgeville businessman Devlin Robinson, a Republican in that 37th senatorial district. In the 45th senatorial district, longtime Democratic incumbent Senator Jim Brewster is running a few votes behind political newcomer, Republican attorney Nicole Ziccarelli. One big upset, State Representative Frank Dermody of Oakmont, the leader of the House Democrats in Harrisburg, appears to be losing to Oakmont Councilwoman Carrie Del Rosso, a Republican. One bright note for local Democrats, Congressman Connor Lamb appears to have squeaked out a narrow 4,000 vote win for re-election, although his opponent, Republican Sean Parnell, says it's too early to concede. Bottom line, while this could turn out to be really a great election for the Democrats and Joe Biden, in Pennsylvania, it's the Republicans who did very well indeed. Ken?
So, John, how do you explain that down-ballot Republican success when, as you know, at the top of the ballot at this moment, Joe Biden is leading the Republican President Trump?
Yeah, there's several explanations, I think. First, Pennsylvania did away with straight party voting. It was part of the deal Republicans and Democrats cut. The Republicans said, we don't like this straight party voting. That is where you check one box and the entire party gets voted for. And Democrats said, we want to have mail-in voting for everybody. No excuse voting, as they call it. So they cut the deal. They did away with straight party voting, and they put in place no excuse mail-in balloting for everybody. That was part of the deal. I also think that President Trump brought out more Republican votes than many people thought possible. I think that helped Republican candidates. And then finally, we do have a bit of a history of ticket splitting. I think a lot of folks like to see a check and balance, a Democrat in one office and a Republican to check them in another. I think that was part of it too.
John, what did you think of both Senator Pat Toomey and Jake Corman, the top Republican senator, state senator in Harrisburg, both taking a moment today to say they have seen no signs, contrary to what the president has suggested, they've seen no signs of widespread voter fraud in Pennsylvania?
Well, I thought they were basically stating reality. Most of the people who run our elections in the 67 counties are Republicans. And, the fact is, unless you can show some real evidence that somebody has done something wrong or illegal, you can't just blanket, and say everybody is doing a horrible job or there's fraud everywhere. And even when you focus it on particular cities, and I know that's what the president's trying to do, focus particularly on Philadelphia, you got to have some evidence to back it up. And I think both these politicians know enough to know that without the evidence, there's nothing there.
All right. Appreciate the insight as always. John Delano, thanks so much.